Now, yes, we are online. You need only to click on in got it to accept
Okay.
transmission. And now, hello, YouTubers. I'm here with Antonio, and today we are discussing about product quality. So if you have the impression that everything that you buy now, it's worse than 10 years, 5 years ago. And before we start our discussion, I will kindly ask to Antonio to introduce yourself. Please,
Okay.
Antonio.
So, hello, I'm Antonio. I am 24 years old.
Mhm.
At the moment, I study chemistry in the college. And I am from Maranhão, but now I live in Piauí. And I decided to learn English because I need to read, to watch a lot of things in English and the science. Uh, how I how I work with science, science naturally so important. This language, and that's it.
Very nice. My brother did chemistry in college.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a biotechnology engineer, so it's similar in some
yeah,
point.
it's closer.
It's close. Uh, so let me introduce myself. My name is Mariana. I'm 34 years old. I'm a biotechnology engineer, but currently I work with medical device import. So I think I changed a little of my initial intention. And I live in Ilha Solteira. Ilha Solteira is a small town in São Paulo, so far from São Paulo. And I'm here because I will travel to Canada in September. So I think it's a very good platform to practice my English and improve it before travel. So I've explained to Antonio that I will share a video about the subject of the discussion today. So this video is a little large, so I will put 6 minutes and I will share with you, Antonio, the link of the video because the video is very good, especially because the presenter or the girl speak very fast. So it's a good training, good listen training. So it's very good. I will include the subtitles, but after I think it's good this exercise of only listen her, okay?
Okay.
So let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see.
The YouTube, right? The YouTube, the video.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So let me put here.
Now, and I don't mean like the
And can you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
general state of the world. I mean, like the stuff we buy is just like a little bit worse than it was 10 years ago. And I really started thinking about this because my coworker Izzy wrote about how she had to replace a bra.
So I'm going to do what any normal person would do, which is buy the exact same thing from the exact same place.
And then after a few weeks, it just kind of
Fell apart. So this kind of started me on like this journey of like, okay, I'm hearing anecdotally from like so many people that I talk to like in my life, from coffee machines, phones, computers, sweaters.
they all tear or break or like explode way sooner than they used to. So what's going on? And is there a way to climb out from under this pile of consumer trash? So let's talk about this in the most basic of terms, starting with the design process. When a company wants to make a thing, let's say like a jacket, there are three main factors to consider. Functionality, does it work? Appearance, does it look good? And manufacturability, is it easy and fairly inexpensive to make a lot of this product? Generally, a good product will have a good blend of these three things. But in recent years, this process has been thrown off balance. Let's look at clothes, for example. In the past, if you needed a new jacket, you used to go to a tailor, get measured, choose a material, and have it made. Then for decades, instead of going to a tailor for a jacket, we went to department stores and bought things that were mass produced. By the 80s and 90s, we had tons of options in stores to choose from. And now many of us just kind of go online and click add to cart and buy a product without ever seeing it in person. But it's not just how we buy, it's how often we buy. And for that, we can kind of blame this man.
Ernest Elmo, yeah, incredible name. In the 1930s, during the Great Depression, he wrote this paper that was like, okay, like the government should really like support this idea of planned obsolescence.
Except he didn't call it planned obsolescence. He called it consumer engineering. Remember that jacket you bought? Well, it's a new season and it's out of style. Buttons are out, zippers are in. So you buy something new, but not because there was anything physically wrong with the original.
That's why it's called consumer engineering, right? Like it's up here in the brain.
And we've been living this way for decades. So now we all want the next best thing all the time. And that demand has spun out of control. Today, we are surrounded.
The speed of certain trend cycles and the fact that they're geared towards like, these micro communities, like Stanley Cups, when like maybe a year ago it was like Hydro Flasks.
The result is that we buy a lot. A survey done in 2021 found that nearly 40% of UK consumers buy clothing as often as once a month. The UN reports that between the year 2000 and 2014, the average person was buying 60% more clothing, and each item was only kept half as long. So we want to buy a lot of stuff fast, and because we replace our stuff so often, we don't really want to spend a lot of money on it, which has an effect too.
People aren't willing to pay more for something they have purchased a while ago. So like if I paid $30 for a bra 10 years ago, it would be really hard for me to buy it at $50, even though in the last 10 years, labor costs have risen.
So what we're left with is an incredibly fast cycle of demand for low-cost products. And here's what that looks like. In order to speed up manufacturing, companies have to either hire more people, alter how the product is made, or both. But they also have to keep prices low enough for consumers to keep buying. So they may start swapping materials like cotton or silk for a cheaper synthetic material, or rely on a more basic stitching pattern that maybe just doesn't hold as well. So if after 10 years, you're still paying the same price or close to the same price for a product that looks the same, well, something had to change. So you might say, okay, Kim, fashion trends are moving too fast and we buy too much stuff. I get it, but why does my washing machine suck? And that's a great question. Let's talk about technology. When things like computers first became part of our daily lives, it made a lot of sense to upgrade devices pretty often.
There was actually very big differences in what a device did that's 2 years old versus one that was brand new in the market. There was just big leaps.
This is Gay Gordon-Byrne. She directs a consumer advocacy group called the Repair Association.
You know, if you had a 2-year-old thing, you probably couldn't do half the cool stuff that the other guy could do. So that kind of fueled the replacement cycle because you really did get something better in terms of functionality.
For example, when the iPhone was first made, it was a major breakthrough. Subsequent phones up to a point responded to major technological leaps. Like, look at the difference between the 3GS and the 4. The iPhone 4 had a way better resolution and a front-facing camera. For a while, these major leaps between models was the norm for technology. But we're not making those giant changes as often anymore. Instead, partly to make us want to buy more things, companies make very minor adjustments year after year. So the dryer you own may now play a fun little song at the end of the cycle instead of screaming. And now, as devices advanced and got increasingly complicated, there was another problem for consumers.
All these things started to come into the world. They didn't come in with repair tools. They came in to be thrown away.
Basically, when this stuff breaks, it's often intentionally impossible to repair.
Because if you buy something that has a computer chip in it or a circuit board or whatever, you probably can't make one in your garage. So you're very reliant on what the manufacturer will agree to sell. And very often they don't agree to sell parts and tools and diagnostics or even give you a diagram.
But sometimes it really,
I think it's okay. She will talk about some very interesting points, but I think with this we can start our discussion. Okay? And let me share with you the link, because with that we can check after if you want. And let me put here the questions. So I think we start with this, with the initial thinking. Antonio, do you agree with this phrase, with this statement, that all stuff that we buy nowadays is worse, or is a little bit worse than 10 years ago?
I think that it's depend of the product, because we know that today we have more technology to develop more products in one time, mainly because how can I say consumerism?
Consumerism, I think, let me check here. Consumerism.
Consumerism.
Yeah.
For the reason of consumerism is in other things, but I agree with the information. There is a lot of things that is better in the past, mainly because I think that's this is a strategy to increase the profit today, because we see that normally if you have a product, for example, a computer, if the computer broke for some reason, we see that is more cheap, barato, cheap, more cheap buy other computer than repair, because normally the repair is more
Expensive. Yeah, I totally agree. And yeah, I'm here, remember, because when I was in the college, I bought a computer, and I had this computer working very well during 10 years. And after I bought other computer, and this new computer worked only for 3 years. And what happened? It's so crazy. Yeah. And yeah, in your opinion, the difference can be more observed in which type of product? It's more electronic products or furniture?
My opinion, I think that in the electronic is more common, normally because there are many peers, more
Piece?
pieces,
Pieces.
yeah,
Parts, parts.
more specific, more is so expensive that, for example, I have this cell phone, for example. No, sometimes there is just a piece, a part that is there is a problem, but it's so expensive. So normally I think, oh, instead I buy the piece in the old cell phone, I
Mhm.
buy other. And this is a cycle very natural today. For I think that is so common. A person, oh, in my life I have 4 telephone or 5 telephone because for this reason, it's more it's more interesting change the cell phone than repair the other. But in others products, I don't know. I don't have it. I'm not sure if the situation is the same.
Uh-huh. Um, I I have a cell phone that and the window broke, and I consulted how much is to change, to fix it, and if I'm not wrong, the price of the window was the half that I paid for the cell phone. So that's it, exactly what you told. It's so expensive.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, yeah. But for example, regarding furnitures, my grandmother, for example, has ai, a guarda-roupa. What is
Wardrobe?
what's a closet or
Oh,
wardrobe? Yeah. And she bought this wardrobe when she get married,
yeah.
and it's perfect. And today, if you buy something, and I don't know, you're moving for another city and try to assembly this wardrobe again, probably the quality or the wardrobe will be no very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's go about the question 4. Is there any furniture or electronic device in your parents' house from when they were married?
To be honest, yeah, I don't know. I think no.
No.
No. If I know, no. It's
No.
because when my parents were married, they buy a little things because at the moment were so difficult for this reason. They are little things. After we get to other things, but I don't know. To be honest, I don't know.
No, it's okay. I know about this wardrobe of my grandmother because I don't know, because I think I asked it once, and oh my gosh, and this kept in my mind because it's so different. No problem.
I am thinking now. I am thinking if there something. I think that's just little things. For example, plates or
Mhm.
how can I say jogo de cama?
Vamos ver. Bedding set.
Bed sets. I think that there is simple things like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or do you know the cup Duralex? I don't know if you.
Oh, for a
Yeah.
coffee?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, I
It's
have.
a classic example because if you, I don't know, this this product is so good, so resistant because they can fall, and it's okay. Does not broke. I don't know. It's
Yeah, the quality is so highest.
yeah. I think it's a good example, and I think all grandmothers or all mothers had this product
Yeah,
in their house.
the American copy also too is very, very good. The quality. Yeah.
And when you go to buy something, do you prioritize price or quality?
But I am not. I see the two factor, the two uh, things, the price and the quality. I see what is more interesting in the moment and depend of my necessity,
Mhm.
what I wanna do. Um, that's it.
Have you buy on
Normally,
Shopee?
yeah. So
Have you ever buy in Shopee, for example, Shopee or
yeah,
Shein? Mm,
yeah, as well.
yeah.
Normally I read the commentary
Mhm.
that this person to see if it's interesting or not. But that's it. Normally I see the price because depend of my situation.
Mhm.
But the quality is so important too, of course.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Of course, when you buy a cloth, for example, the idea is to keep this this t-shirt or whatever
Yeah.
for 1 year or more.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And have you ever bought tailor-made clothes?
TaylorMade.
Tailor-made is when something it's doing especially for you.
Oh, okay. I haven't. I have three clothes, three short, social short. Um, that it have made because of the church for the how can I have event of
Event.
the church. I have made it in the costureira.
Um, it's a good vocabulary.
Yeah, it's very specific. Dressmaker.
Dressmaker, yeah.
Dressmaker. Uh, just trim that I have because it's a little expensive to buy uh the tecido
T-shirt,
t-shirt and the process of to make the clothes is also expensive compared to others clothes in the shop no the shop.
And about the quality, do you see so much difference between the quality that is tailor-made clothes and the normal clothes that you buy, for example, in Renner Riachuelo or something like this?
I have a social shirt. How can I say? 7, 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a very good quality, and I still use this 8 years. There's a social clothes made in the dressmaker. So I think that it's good. It's good, but dependent of the quality of the user user. Um, I think so, but depend of the product do que é feito, the things.
The depends of the fabric, the
Fabric, yeah.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think today, so many clothes are of polyester because it's a cheaper product, and regarding the durability, it's good, but it's not so good because it's a little hot, so it's not, this fabric does not allow the transpiration, so
Yeah.
yeah. And have you ever felt cheated after an internet purchase?
What means felt cheater? Cheater.
It's when you thinking one thing about, for example, clothes, and when you receive the product, the quality is worse or you don't like, so this feeling about, oh my gosh, I spent my money on this, and this product, it's very bad. Do you know this thing? Oh.
I have ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I buy a shirt so beautiful, and I I hope to I hope that the teaser is good, but when the product arrive in my house, I see the product is so uh bad. It's very, very hard, uncomfortable, and I was not so how can I say, sad for the product, because it was shit, more or less the price not so expensive, but
Yeah.
I was so decepcionado, that's the disappointed after the product.
Yeah, I think it's an important point. When you pay when you don't pay so much money in something, generally it's okay. But it's a hard situation when you buy, for example, a cell phone and use for 3 months or 4 months, and there is an issue with the device.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it is so stressing when it's problem with technology, because I don't have so knowledge about the electronic, for example, the device electronic.
Uh-huh.
So it's so difficult to use this. And when there is problems with this, with with it, uh, uh, I imagine, oh, I will go, so I will have so a stress for to solve this it, because it's now it is general, but there is person that's enjoying the opportunity to uh, enganar, trapacear.
Yeah, this is the idea of this word cheated.
Cheaters, this person that they don't have that know about the problem, so
Mhm.
so common.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Have you ever buy any electronic device and had this problem?
The electronic device, no, but the system of internet, yes.
Mm.
The first time that I contract
Higher?
the internet, uh, I have I have been so problems with it because the connection, it was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, all times the internet drop, yeah, full.
Mm-hmm.
So it was so necessary. It was necessary the technique uh, get my house a lot times to solve this problem, and I think that's the the process to solve the connection demorou during for 1 month.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so stressful. Yeah. Yeah. And do you agree in the video, the girl and the other woman speak about planned obsolescence? Do you agree with this concept?
I agree. I think so. Uh, Mainly in this in the uh, how can I say, nowadays, rise of the consumerism and the capitalism. It's so common this kind of strategy to increase the profit, to stimulate the people to buy more and more and more, and mainly to put the idea, buy is better than uh, repair, for example, or the a lot of propaganda, uh,
Advertising.
ad, adver, advertising, a lot of advertising about new product or the innovation or the other things. All things is uh, way to incentive stimulate this person to buy with think about the, oh, I buy a lot in this month, oh, I need to stop to buy this kind of product or other. It's more natural, buy and buy and buy. So this concept for me is so real, um, in the quality of the product and in their mentality of the consumers. So this is
It's complicated, this word.
uh, tanto na qualidade, né, quanto nesse ideal de consumismo.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. And I don't know if you had this experience, but for example, especially with things regarding car, if you buy something, I don't know, but I have the impression that after the guarantee, the time that the company replace the piece for you. I
Yeah.
think after this day, for example, if I buy
Yeah,
something
I understand.
until September 2nd, it's okay. I can replace this product. On September 3rd, the product will broke. Yeah. It's crazy. It's so
I imagine the stress.
yeah. And I had this experience, I think, I don't know, I think 5 or 6 times.
Oh, it's very times.
Yeah. It's complicated. Yeah. And sometimes when you fix it, something happen the same. I mean, the same cover, guaranteed cover, after one day after this time, it's
Oh, Jesus.
it's so crazy. Do you consider that you buy more than necessary?
Actually, no. I think that I don't buy more than necessary. Firstly, because I'm a student, so I don't have it. Don't have money to buy a lot. And also because normally I search a lot the product before to buy, in fact. So I don't have the problem. Oh, I see the product I buy now. No, normally I wait for 1 week or 2 weeks and see the others commentary, compare with others sites, websites to see if it is good or bad for me. And for the reason I don't know, I think that I don't have this problem.
And oh, it's so nice. And do you have this thinking about clothes too?
Sorry.
Or are you consumism regarding clothes? Do you do the same exercise to compare the evaluations and everything about the product before buy this product?
About the clothes.
Clothes, yeah.
Normally I see in the physical shop, loja shop, the physical shop, because I prefer to use to experiment the clothes. But normally I see in one and after I go in other, see the same product or similar to see what I like it and what is interesting for me, what I wanna buy. In the clothes, normally I buy in the same day, but other things, for example, books or electronics or other things, normally I wait 1 week or 2 week to see if it's good or no.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah, because
I
sometimes, because some, oh, sorry.
no, go ahead, go ahead.
Because sometimes I see one product, at the moment, I think, oh, I'm so excited to buy these things. I wait for a week. No, I think that's not so interesting that now. I think that is not necessary. Or others, sometimes I see, oh, I wanna buy this in
Mhm.
one, after 1 week, oh, I wanna buy this. So I see the situation about me, if I wanna really.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that I do this exercise with very, very expensive things. For example, one computer or tattoos. Yeah, I think tattoos I really thinking about before start. And yeah, but I'm a very consumist person, unfortunately. Yeah, but I buy a lot travel and food. I think I always spend my money in food and travel. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But my mother say that is buy with food is good because the other things we think, but the food,
Yeah.
I don't think a lot. I don't have culpa.
Uh I think it's guilt, but let me
Guilt.
check. Ufa. Yeah, guilt. Mm-hmm.
I don't have a guilt when I I spend money with food. I like it. I think that is
Yeah.
the ponto fraco, weak point.
I think yes. Mm-hmm.
Spend money with food.
Yeah, I think it's a good investment because
Yeah,
makes you happy. So
yeah.
it's okay. I, I totally agree. I think it's good. No guilt. uh, and when your stuff breaks, sorry, do you try to fix it or buy new ones?
Normally I use the Brazilian way
Uh-huh.
to try to use something to, I don't know. I need to learn new vocabulary.
But we are here for that, for to try because it's I usually bring this type of subject because we usually don't speak about stuffs and these things. So it's very good. It's for that.
Yeah, for this reason, when broken something, I
Mhm.
try contornar, bypass the problem with all those ways. And when I see, oh, it is necessary to fix it, really, I compare the price. Oh, how much is to fix this? Yeah, how much is to buy new? And that is it. That depends of the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think sometimes we should to care more about the world or maybe try to be less consumist. But I do the same. I compare the price of the new one and the price to fix it. And if the difference it's not so different, I buy one new.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Yeah. So it's not that bad. But
That's normal.
the real situation. So I think this is all the questions. I'm here, as I told before, I'm here all Friday on 4 p.m. So I would like to thank you for this conversation. It was very, very nice. I will put here on the chat the survey about this conversation, and if you can say something about me, about my English, about this immersion, if you like, if you don't like. This is anonymous message, so
Okay.
use this field to include your comments, your proposals, your suggestions. It's your space.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you want to say something more?
I just want to say that I like so much participating of the immersion. Today is my first time I participate in the morning, so I like so much the conversation. I enjoy really because it is a space very comfortable to share the opinion, to talk, and mainly the situation that you say. Think about topics that normally we don't use in the classes or in other situations. It's more interesting to improve, to develop. So for me, it's nice to find the website.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's so nice to hear this. Yeah, I'm very happy. Thank you. So that's it. Thank you so much. Have a good Friday, and see you in next Friday.
See you.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye.